You need a hobby? Everybody needs a cameraman. How many cameras do you need? You just have to laugh to have fun, even in adversity. A positive mind will help heal your body. It's a true fact of life. I know how to play one of these things. We all know how to play. But there's always a consequence. When you wake up early and you realize that nobody else is awake, but then they're going to start waking up and running lawnmowers and running their mouth and turning on their TVs. Just like the last video I made, which was less than an hour ago, outside shaving my face so I look good. What's the name of the song? There's always a name of a song. Why would you need a pick? You gotta pick somebody. Remember center field? I used to think I could play center field from here where you could watch. It's like being a spectator with two open windows, but one of them doesn't open. Just like you go like this, one eye blind, two eye this. You know, you have to do the eye test by holding one eye like this, hold it wide open, and then see, you have to rotate your eyeballs from side to side. Same thing with the other one. You hold your hand over it. That's how they do the eye test at the DMV when you go get your license. Not in the morning. You got to plan. You got to get up. Who's studying? How do you play without a string? It's tough. You got to get used to it. So when I go back to 6 strings, which is that one right there, which I should whip out since I don't want to ruin the finish. You don't want to ruin the finish, he said. That thing's been broken for almost a year now. It still doesn't break. But eventually these strings will break. So I muffled it in a second. You know what a capo is, right? It's kind of like a cape, but you have to put it over your thing and press real hard all the way top, all the strings. That's why people play in different keys, of course. I used to have one string cutter, all of it. But why is this one so important? Because it didn't break yet. Or I had to rush down, put down that landline, which is right outside this door. Looks complicated, doesn't it? Oh, it doesn't get easier when you get older. You still have to keep your fingers going. Regardless if you have a ring on any of your finger or in your neck or your nose or your belly button, wouldn't matter. Your ankle, none of it. I'm sure they have toe rings or whatever they're called. Oh, they have tow trucks too. Lawnmowers, spaceships. You don't think the airline pilots are getting up like right this second? Oh, for sure. If they got a 6 a.m. flight, they're already checking their manifest. Remember yesterday with the super yacht went down in Italy? Meaningless. It's like Mendez. He got shot at Philadelphia airport just because Biden was arriving in town. You don't think they're going to kill in Chicago? That's not the murder capital of Philadelphia, which is the local broadcasting area. I was one out there broadcasting like ABC News over an amplifier so the whole neighborhood could hear. You don't think the birds can hear this right out that window? Oh, for sure. Not the birds that fly like the eagles or the Felways or all these overpaid superstars that get to run around, egotistical maniacs. I met Muhammad Ali's brother or his uncle or his sister's cousin's daughter or something. Eventually, you'll meet other people when you drive around. There's world famous people everywhere. Why do you keep looking at the camera? In order to talk, you have to look at the camera, just like the idiots on TV. You know, like Mike Jarek and Alex Holly, all the, Fox 29 local people. And then you realize one of your friends made national news. Same year my mother died. I'm looking at the TV. I'm like, what? Nah, it's got to be because when you're local and you hear the name over it, and somebody else is watching the TV at somebody's house, then all of a sudden you hear a name and you realize the name is like somebody you know. Yeah, like my goddaughter. But that's the funny thing about it. He had to pick me as as the godfather because his best friend didn't want to do it. So I couldn't say no. It was just a mere function, but still, it affected him. It affected me. Just like Jeffrey White. Even though these people's name are White. When Jeffrey White died in '76, we were all shocked. He was driving the wrong way on Atlantic City, wherever. He crossed a double yellow. Died. Of course, it affected our whole thing, our whole block. But the block was huge. Girls, boys, all of them. We all knew it. We used to play kissing cousins, spin the bottle, where you had to sit there and like kiss because your parents were upstairs playing cards and shit. Oh, we were a tight-knit circle. That's why it's called a circle. They were the last ones to be put in, and it was the best house because we had 3 bathrooms. They only had one. The rest of them, all of them, every single one around the whole block. It was called an inner and an outer circle, but the inner circle didn't have a driveway. They had them in the front of their houses. So we had them in the back of the houses in an alleyway. So if you had a front driveway, you could see your car. Nobody would rip it off. But if you had a back alleyway, you could walk down in the alley, hit street lights lighting up all the time with backlit things. My father had one of those things with the, what are they called? Trip lights. Just like trip lights. Talk real fast, right? Remember Miss America? I can't play it without a distract. That's why the Italians talk like that. They can't play without. They can't talk without moving their hands. But if you have your hands behind your back, then you don't have any arms. Just like the alligator arms. You know, when you have to roll up your sleeves in engineering. It's a true fact. I used to wear a white shirt. When you sweat, you have to roll it up. Not on a 60-degree morning. Now you're in mourning. Looks like I'm wearing a patch, right? We used to punch ourselves in the arms all the time. Pinch me to see if it's real. Oh, it's real. You see my little mail sorter? Yeah, I'm a male. I know how to sort mail. Not when you have 5 people's mail coming to this thing. Cabela's, remember Cabela's, right? When they ripped off all the ammunition, those people will pay a heavy price. Everybody knows how to do this. They know how to watch somebody play. That's why people like to watch a guitarist play. See what's right around my midsection? I could have dropped this way long ago. But why do I have it so strapped in? I have it upside down and backwards. Believe? I know how I learned from other people. Just like when I learned "I Stole Your Love," it was the best ever opening to a concert where he goes. See, I missed a note right there because I'm missing C string right there. D string, C string. I always tell people keep dangling between B and C. That's your middle finger. It hurts. You have to put up your pinky to play a guitar. Remember, girls dictate the world. Boys follow suit. Look, I can disappear behind the door because I rigged it so I could play it. Look, I'm leaving. You know the leaves are going to start falling soon, right? Then you have the leaf blowers. You can still see me though, right? If I had a mirror right here, you could see it. If I had a microphone, you could hear me. You have to look at the fretboard. That's why you can't see it. If I had a white fretboard, I'd be dazzling it all over. You know what a finger exercise is, right? It's when you hate to teach the guitar. That's how you learn how to play the guitar. You have to keep doing it over and over. All the way up and down, all the way frets. See how it's broken? Take one. Take two and call me in the morning. I'm just going to leave it as a standard. I used to have a guitar stand right here, but they're useless. It's much easier to watch them fall over and go, just like I blew up the West Wing of Bureau of Engraving and Printing. Don't bet on that. That's BET. Bet on BEP, Bureau of Engraving and Printing. That's why they print the money.